One word is just like, phew. That's how it was. At one stage I was, oh, my week's going to be ruined. But yeah, to have someone who's hit the ground running is just what we needed. Good result, good performance, good to get the 3 points in, and I'm looking forward to next week already.
Hello and welcome to Inside Liverpool, the show where we dive deep into all things Liverpool Football Club. I'm your host, Anna Smith, and today I'm joined by Jermaine Pennant. Football was back Friday night, Liverpool were back. Firstly, what did you make of the game?
I thought it was an exciting game. I thought it was a good game. Being the first teams to play, especially before everyone else has played, sometimes always can be nervy, and the results might not go the way they should do, but you know, it was a fantastic game. But full credit to Bournemouth for not giving up. 2-0, I thought our game's dead and buried, but they came back strong. And in typical fashion, Liverpool, making you sweat, giving you anxiety, making it go through the roof. But, we managed to get the job done. All it was about was mainly getting off to a good start and getting 3 points.
How important is that in that first game, literally just getting over the line and getting 3 points?
Oh, it's massive, especially when the big teams around you also get 3 points. You don't, at no stage do you want to play the chasing guy. You don't want to be playing catch up. And it just sets a stall for settle the nerves. Right, here we go. We've had the first game out of the way. Let's now kick on.
In terms of kind of the standout performance, I think you'll agree. Ekitike, obviously, the new number 9. What did you make of him? I
thought it was brilliant. I thought, your first game at Anfield, first game in the Premier League. We know how hard it is and how different it is from the Bundesliga. But he looked like he fit in very well. He didn't look out of place at all. Some great touches. He can dribble, and we can obviously see that he can finish as well. So all in all, as a number 9, he's got all the characteristics to be great, and really look forward to seeing more of him.
Obviously, there was lots of chat from fans across the board. Lots of new teams were putting out new number 9s. How nice was it to see him put in one of the best performances this weekend when you compare him to, Gyökeres, Shesko, a couple of the others, João Pedro. I think it felt good, right?
It felt nice to know that we've got someone who we can actually, rely on straight away. He doesn't look like a player that is going to need half a season to get up to race, to catch up to the style of the Premier League, the intensity. He looks like he's already got it. Yeah, after 60, 70 minutes, he might have felt a little bit tired, but that will all come over the due course of the season. But yeah, to have someone who's hit the ground running is just what we needed.
We talked about it in pre-season. Obviously, looking great going forward. We've got so many new, exciting players in the mix, but still looking a little bit shaky on the back. Those two Bournemouth goals, obviously, caught on the break for both of them. How much of a miss was Ryan Gravenberch, and then what else needs to go on there?
Well, we just saw how Semeno just literally ran through the whole of the midfield, that area. If you look at who we had on the pitch, we didn't really have, for the start of the game, someone who's just going to sit there, hold, and be that defensive kind of midfield minded like Ryan is. So we do miss that, and that position in this league is absolutely, it's like gold dust. If you've got a good number 6, a good DM, a CDM, it makes the team so much more secure and sturdy. So yeah, he's a big miss, and having him back is going to be fantastic for the team.
What did you make of Virgil and Konate in the middle there? Obviously, and again, we've spoken about how Gyökeres and Frimpong like to get forward. It did look a little bit exposed, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, but when I think about this, it's nothing that we've not been used to, because when we had Robertson and Trent in their heyday, they used to do exactly the same thing. How many times did we see Konate have to run out to the right back area? So it's not something kind of new that we're dealing with or we're used to. We've had it when we had Robertson and Trent there. So I just think it's just about some new players, new team. It's just about them getting an understanding a little bit more. But again, that will come more with each game, each week, each training session. I don't think it's major concerns, but if we do concede, all we've got to do is score more. I'll be happy.
It does feel like that kind of season, doesn't it? You score 4, we'll score 5. Obviously, Kaza got his moment. How great was that to see?
Listen, I think I've watched this clip about 100 times. I can't stop watching it. Every time I see it on socials, I'm just glued to my phone. And I think it's fitting. First game of the season, rumours, is he going to go? Is he going to stay? Is he going to get game time? And then him just popping up with, ultimately it kind of was the winner that put us in that driving seat. The fans, it just went absolutely wild. What a special moment, and what he must have felt, celebrating that goal. Only words could tell.
I think it's pretty set that he'll probably stay now, right?
I think so. I think it showed that, these kind of players you need in your squad. If Arnesnot's not going to play week in, week out, okay, but these guys you need in your squad. That shows you what, we had this sometimes with Jota, when we'd bring him on, he'll score a last goal, or even Núñez might make a nuisance in the last 10 minutes. And Kaza's that guy. We've seen him in the Carabao Cup final when he came on and he scored as well, an important goal, but he's offside. But he's that guy you do want. So he's got all the ability in the world. We've seen that, with Italy. So for me, with losing so many forward attacking minded players, I think we just keep him. We've got to keep him. I think he's deserved that, just that goal alone. Yeah,
I agree. We've got to mention Mo, of course, as well. Scoring, it felt almost inevitable, scoring on first game of the season. Great moment, and obviously then to see him at the end, it was so emotional.
Yeah, so it's one thing you love about Mo. You can write him off for probably 60, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, but somehow he will score and he will assist or something. So that's why you got to love him. When he's having a quiet game, you don't worry about that. That's just Mo sometimes. But answer to your question, to see him stand there, applaud the fans, what they've done, said and done for Jota and the flags was a special moment. And you can easily see that he's still not got over the passing of Jota yet. It's still hurting a lot of players. And it will be on their minds during the games as well, especially when the fans are singing it and the emotions are coming back up. But within time, it will put them in good stead.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It hasn't even been a couple of months and these guys are having to go back out there, get back on the pitch. It's going to be hard.
Oh, of course. Every time they step over that white line and put that jersey on and hearing the fans singing his name, it just comes straight, them emotions are so raw, they're coming straight back up into the system. And, we're all humans, we all know what it's like if you lose someone, and to try and, put that aside, when you're so close to someone can be difficult. And it's still going to be raw for a little while still, but over time they will learn how to deal with this and use it to channel that in a positive way.
Absolutely, a special day definitely for Diogo. We've got to mention Antoine Semeno, obviously the worst part of that day. What a response from him.
Fantastic. A lot of people could have, like I said, affected them in all ways, shape and form, but he just put it to a side. He told the officials and the players and everyone done the right thing there. But then to go on and score 2 goals, full credit to him. Actually, like I said, a lot of players, a lot of people, that could have really affected him. And we've seen it over the years how it can affect people. But for him to get on with the game, put in a performance like that, score the 2 goals, what a little lion.
To the rest of the Premier League, obviously, I'm sure as everyone else was doing, you were watching, keeping an eye on City, on Arsenal. What did you make of what happened the rest of the weekend?
I thought Man City looked strong. Not taking away, who they're playing against. Wolves, they look like they could be in a bit of trouble for the season if they don't change their ways. But no, they look strong, and that was always going to be the case. Man City are never going to go a season and not try and fix things and make things better, or come out, firing and hungry to try and, get that championship. But Arsenal, first game of the season, again, it's always hard to tell, but they're going away to Man United. It's a difficult place. Man United, again, still a big team. I thought United were the better team, but they're still going to be in the mix. They're too good not to. So all in all, it just looks like it's going to be an interesting and competitive season.
We've got a game tonight, the Monday night game, but then, I don't know about you, it's a long way to go until next Monday for our next game.
I say this to the friends, I was like, we've got to wait another week. This is like a long time. What am I going to do with myself?
It does feel like ages. The last couple of bits, there's a lot of chat this weekend about Isak and also Mark Guehi. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, starting with Isak, I just can't see them keeping him now. There's been so much noise, so much, toxicity around the issue. He's unsettled at the club. Even if they was to keep Isak, you're not getting the same player. It's facts. So 70%, 80% Isak, okay, but you're not getting the same player. He doesn't want to be there, so his heart's not in it. You can't force someone to be wherever or do whatever. You can't force that. He's got to do that on his own. Hence why he was such a great player and scored so many goals. Now, is it worth losing 100 and potentially 40 million to rebuild your squad, to buy off, spite your face, to keep someone who's going to give you not what he can give you before, and the value of him may drop as well? So I think the deal is going to be done, but it's not going to be done while we play Newcastle. I think this is going to be deadline day kind of thing. This is going to be all right, we're going to make you sweat, Liverpool. But I do see him coming for sure. Mark Guehi, now that's a difficult one. I would hope to see him come. They don't want to let him go on a free, so I'm saying 80%. Isak 90%.
Yeah, it did. Did you see the video at the end of the game of Ollie Glasner trying to call out to Guehi, and he looks like he looks up and then ignores him? There's definitely something going on there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when you've got big teams coming for you and you get kind of held back, it doesn't sit well. It's not a nice place to be in. So, yeah, hopefully, things can get sorted out properly and correctly, and everybody gets what they want.
But in terms of that first game back, first weekend of Premier League football, Jermaine, just sum it up for me.
It's just, you know what, in a one word, it's just a phew. That's how it was. At one stage I was, my week's going to be ruined forever. But no, good result, good performance, good to get the 3 points in, and I'm looking forward to next week already.
Onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Absolute pleasure.